A celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA, but it might be more accurate to call it average ball. With defensive switching twice as common as it was 5 years ago, the demand is rising for players of average NBA height, and that's around 6'7". Kevin, that's affected not just the big men, but the vertically challenged guys as well.
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
So the New York starting five. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. He's off on that one. So New York will take it the other way. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Isaac. It's rebounded by Barrett. Payton looking around. Robinson up top. He kicks to Barrett. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Here's Fournier. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, you know, guys, Fournier is a hard matchup in assignment defensively because he's always in motion and does a good job scrapping for rebounds, too.
With the teardrop, and it's laid in by Payton.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Randall against Fournier. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Off target from outside.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. And the pass to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fultz. Down low. Here's Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Now here's Harkless. Defense right on him. Here's Payton. Softly drops in the floater.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
It's stolen by Randall. To the inside. Here's Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws. Talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yes, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
The first one falls.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
So he gets them both. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Now, here's Fournier. Here's Vucevic. But they get it there. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Harkless. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Fournier. Lets it go from 14. And it's Orlando with another.
Boy, you've got to corral Fournier on these pick and rolls. I mean, he just knows how to pick the defense apart if you don't.
Payton with the ball. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now, here's Isaac after R.J. Barrett's miss. And the basket by Isaac.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Harkless. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside, here's Payton. Lays it up and banks it in. Now Fournier. From the baseline. He hangs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vucevic became an all-star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Knicks trail by 8. Payton up top, guarded by Fultz. Payton outside. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Payton's got 8 points.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Harkless with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Lets a floater go.
what a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Fournier for three. Randall grabs the board.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Fournier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Portis, he's checked in for New York. And so Fournier nails both of them.
Out of France, the sharpshooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
Harkless the pass to Randall. Passes it to Portis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando leading by 6. Isaac passes to Fournier. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. He gets it in there. Fournier's got 8 points.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drive.
With the fadeaway. Harkless, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Fultz. Lays it up off the glass. Fultz has got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Payton. He's got 8. Here's Portis, and he gets the bucket. Here's Fultz. Six to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Fournier's shot is off.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
What's up?
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And Orlando making a change here. Losses checked in. That one misses for Randall. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans after trading away Porzingis. They were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
That's good from Isaac. The sixth pick back in 2017. 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
Now, here's Barrett. Shoots over Fournier. That one off the back iron and out.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Payton. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Folk loose. Payton passes to Harkless. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ross in the corner. From deep. And Harkless pulls it down. Knicks trail by 12. Now, here's Barrett. On the high post, he drills it.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. For 3, Ross, offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And they double up Payton. Over in the corner, Randall shoots a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Randall's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. Outside Fournier. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Randall with the bucket.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So Fultz will go to the free throw line. It's on Elfrid Payton. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington. 6'4". Clark, do you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
That free throw good from Fultz.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Now here's Payton. He's got 8. Pass to Harkless. Clock at 6. With the shot. Kept alive by New York. Randall. And it's sent back by Isaac. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Isaac. Good on both. And so it's Orlando. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off there. And, you know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latino. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Trier. Harkless is out there with Portis. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Dotson in at the 2. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's Harkless. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Right side Gibson. Over Aminu. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Mo Harkless. Gibson's got his first basket.
A competent score from the mid-range. Actually, maybe his best part of his game. Gibson's solid at recognizing when that shot's available.
Pass to Aminu. And here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. 4 on the clock. No good on the 3. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for New York. Down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Trier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Harkless. 5 to shoot. From downtown. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Back to Fultz. At the elbow, Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Dotson. Here's Trier. Back to Dotson. Poked away. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. The offensive rebound. And it's Vucevic missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Trier passes to Harkless. Back to Trier. And the layup's good off the glass. Trier's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Here's Dotson. The 9-foot shot. That one wide left. Magic leading by 14. Ross kicks to Fultz. Back to Ross. Shot clock at 5. Yes, that goes in. And the Magic lead by 16.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
The pass to Portis. Now Harkless. Vucevic defending. Now here's Harkless. D right on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Trier, guarded by Augustine. Trier, that's good. Trier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Augustine with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Gordon. That's now 8 points for Vucevic.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For New York, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 15. Now Augustine. pass to Ross. Here's Gordon. That shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Dotson the pass to Gibson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gibson going to work. Fun to watch him do that. Knows he has what it takes to score from the painted area.
Pass to Aminu. Now here's Ross. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
The shot by Harkless, no good. New York comes into this and following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Augustine, that's good.
Really good to see Augustine getting it done from there because it proves he's not just a jump shooter.
Outside Gibson. Pass to Trier. Ball's knocked loose. Augustine with the steal. Here's Ross. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Ross. Trier passes to Dotson. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Ross dishes to Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Here with the rebound.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
And Noel kicks to Gibson. Here's Trier. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Come get it, come get it.
Augustine passes to Ross. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Ross has got 6 in the quarter.
And you're not getting to that now because it's got just the right touch and height. Impossible to block.
Dotson can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
And so here's Orlando. The Knicks making the shot. Augustine passes to Ross. Vucevic trying to get open. No good from Ross. Knicks trail by 17. And here is Harkless. The pass to Trier. Buries it from 3-point range. Trier's got 9 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Passes it to Gordon. Over Noel. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Ross. 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Ross. He has 6. Vucevic leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 10.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
A shot by Trier, no good. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for Orlando. Here's Ross. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Dotson. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Harkless. Here's Trier, headed by Augustine, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Orlando. For New York, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Evan Fournier is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Barrett comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Damian Dotson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And 1:01 left in the first half. Augustine against Payton. Pass to Ross. This one for 3. Orlando getting another chance here.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Payton against Augustine. There's the dish to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Fournier for 3. And no good that time. And we've reached halftime in this one. Magic out in front, leading by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Markelle Fultz was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They relied way too heavily on three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settled for the outside shot. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gordon. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
And Gordon drops them both.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Now here's Payton, guarded by Fultz. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Fournier. 8 points for him. Here's Fultz. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Fultz has got 19 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Payton with the ball. He's got 8. Right wing. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded closely. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Now here's Isaac. Defended by Harkless. Connects from three-point range. Isaac's got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Payton kicks to Robinson. Here's Randall. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Orlando now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Fultz. The Knicks pull it in. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Barrett. Outside Robinson. The pass to Barrett. Over Gordon. And Barrett gets it to go. He has 6.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. Fournier's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Now here's Fultz, guarded closer. Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Robinson finds Payton. A floater. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
All free throws good from Randall. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Now here's Harkless, guarded by Fultz. Harkless dishes to Randall. And good that time. Randall's got 11.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
The 11-footer. The shot comes out. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now Harkless. Passes to Randall. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. He hits the second from the line. And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label. Something we've seen before with guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
Here's Harkless. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Now here's Harkless. He kicks it to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Kevin, at 6'3", Payton has good size for a point guard, and he uses that size to draw fouls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And that one misses.
Elfrid Payton is known primarily for his playmaking ability. The way he moves the ball is exactly what you want from your point guard.
And the Magic making a change here. Ennis is checked in. And a switcher also for New York. Portis is checked in. And the second free throw, good. So it's Orlando now. Fultz looking around. Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. Bamba trying to break free. Fultz, no good. Knicks trail by 21. Here's Harkless. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. A very nice season for him last year. He put in about 16 points a game last year. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Magic leading by 20. And here's Fultz. He's got 21. Right side, Gordon. Back to Ennis. 5 on the clock. Over Randall. And Harkless pulls it down. Knicks trail by 20. Out to Payton. Here's Barrett. 6 points for him. Harkless with it. And there's the feed to Barrett. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Barrett the pass to Payton. Shot clock at 4. Fournier pulls it down. Fournier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Fultz. Pass to Ennis. 3-pointer. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Payton. And here is Harkless. Over in the corner, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Fultz. A pass to Gordon. It's tipped and stolen by Portis. And there's the pass to Barrett. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
Now here's Payton. He's got 9. Stolen by Bamba. Pass break. Here come the Magic. Fultz with the ball. Now Payton defending. And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. The shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Passes it to Harkless. New York moving it around. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Payton, no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Pass to Fultz. And here's Gordon. He's defended by Randall. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Payton passes to Randall. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, I like how Payton runs things. I mean, his passing first mentality is exactly what you want from your point guard.
Now here's Fultz. 21 points in the game and stolen by Payton. Barrett wide open. He fires. That one's not going to go. The Magic go the other way with it.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Trier, he's checked in for Harkless.
What's up?
That one misses for Fournier. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. Pass to Trier, beyond the arc. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Fournier passes to Fultz. Now the pass to Bamba. 6 on the shot clock. Now Fultz. It's rebounded by Barrett. To the paint. Here's Randall. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. And the shot is good. And it's now 23 points for Markelle Fultz.
Hard to overstate the muscle Fultz showed there. Excellent absorbing the contact on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Payton. He's tightly guarded. That one misses for Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Ross, he's checked in for Ennis. Now here's Payton. He's got 9. Ross with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Up and in on the layup. Ross has got 8.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Payton the bounce pass. To halt the run, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Trier. Taj Gibson is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Dotson in at the small forward. Now here is Augustine. Passes it to Aminu. Fades away. The rebound by Gibson. New York shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Rebound by the Magic. Minu finds Augustine. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And here's Aminu after the three-pointer from Bobby Portis. Pass to Ross for three. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Trier. Puts it up from 17, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Trier. He's guarded by Ross. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And Ross with the slam.
Love when your point guard gets a steal, and Augustine able to start the break there, fellas. Leads to a bucket.
Here's Trier. He's guarded by Ross. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. New York moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Outside Portis. From deep three-point range. New York, no good that time either. Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Bamba against Gibson. Here's Carter Williams. The rebound by Gibson. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. So far in the